Well, how long have you worked here?
Well, I've been here for years, about 23 years or more, and it's a kind of dump that nobody else would want, but I can work here. These are my few abstract pictures here, and because I use the walls and things just to test the colours out on.
Yeah. And you like leaving all this stuff there?
Well, I do. I just leave it there. I've even tried to clean it up, but I work much better in chaos. I couldn't work if it was a beautifully tidy studio. It would be absolutely impossible for me.
Why do you think that is?
I have no idea. Chaos, for me, breeds images. I generally try and work regularly, because when people talk about inspiration, I think what is called inspiration only comes really from regular work.
You didn't go to art school, did you?
No, thank God. I would have been taught all those techniques that I don't want to know. I mean, I want to find my own technique, because if you're trying to do something that's rather different and new, you can't use the old techniques which have already been used. You make your own technique.
So how did you learn? I mean, how did you learn to make your own technique? By doing it?
Trial and error. By just trying to do it. That's all.
Are you excited when you're painting, or are you absorbed, or are you depressed, or what? Do you have a particular mood, or does it change a great deal?
Well, of course, it changed like all our moods. Yeah. It changes, yes. But I have a very sort of optimistic nature, so I always think something's good's going to turn up, or exciting.
When you're actually following the oil, as you say, you make a brushstroke one way and that takes you one way. Obviously, that's quite dangerous, and it might take you a way that you find you don't like at all. What happens then?
Well, very often that does happen, and just means destroying the canvas.
You actually destroy the canvas?
I do, generally, yes. Mm-hmm.
You don't clean it and reuse it or anything?
I don't, because you can't. You see, I work on the opposite side, the unprimed side of the canvas, and that can't be cleaned. It just soaks right into the texture of the canvas.
Yes. Why do you use, as it were, the wrong side of the canvas?
Well, I was living once down in Monte Carlo, and I'd lost all my money, and I had no canvases left, and so the few I had, I just turned them, and I found that what's called the wrong side, the unprimed side of the canvas, worked for me very, very much better, and so I've always used it, and it was just by chance that I had no money to buy canvases with.
How does it work better? I mean, what is better about it? Can you tell us?
Yes. It holds. If you make a mark on it, you can rub it out on a prime canvas and take it out. With that, it's there. It's indelibly made.
I believe that sometimes you use a rag a lot on the canvas. You use brushes, scrubbing brushes to scrub on. You actually throw paint sometimes at canvas. Can you talk about the relationship you have with the canvas in that very physical sense? Why is it important to you to sort of battle with it in that way?
Because if you've ever seen somebody painting a wall, or if you ever paint a wall yourself, you will see the first mark that you make, and where the brush makes that mark, it has a vitality, that when you've got the overall thing created, it's lost.